Jesus Christ.
Get this mic up here, buddy.
Yeah. What the fuck is this, Rick?
Take the paper off the top of there before the mic winds up on the floor.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know how to use a mic, bro?
Do you know how to use a mic stand?
I do.
Because we don't have any.
I've heard using a mic's very similar to, like, sucking a dick.
Jeez.
That's what I'm told.
It's a very dick-sucking heavy podcast.
It is. Oh, you know what was really dick-sucking heavy? Rick's performance shooting pool last week, which is exactly as I predicted, unless you edited that out.
I did,
we get it.
but it wasn't anywhere near exactly what you predicted. To be fair,
I predicted
It was
in
100%.
my exact words that you would scratch first and I wouldn't scratch at all. I didn't even throw in that you would also scratch most, but that was understood.
No, you said you were going to win.
Both of those, no, I never said I was going to win.
I don't know.
I said
that's my job.
You would scratch first, and I wouldn't scratch at all, and that's what went down. And we need shots of rum this time. You want some rum?
Of course.
Who doesn't want
I
rum?
got a little Captain in the freezer.
Yeah, if you got a Frosty bee, let me know too. Because I definitely forgot to put these beers in the fridge yesterday.
What the fuck?
R.I.P. Daddy was a drunk boy last night.
I figured.
Oh, we need an intro. We're just going on. We're just going to start out of nowhere. Fuck it. Here's our intro. For July the 5th, I'm sure you can guess why I was drunk last night. Let's just say today is the 5th. And this is the official America podcast. Yeah, exactly.
One Frosty Ranier.
Hey, my man.
Damn, this dude just pulling out alcohol like it's nothing.
That needs finished off. It's an old bottle that's got like a fat shot left in it.
Yeah.
This is what we took, King.
Hey, you should.
I'm all about the
It's not
Captain.
bad, though.
Huh.
So he brought the Captain,
Shot right.
and he brought some Smirnoff Raspberry.
Captain Mo was from camping, mixes very well with a Happy Apple. To anybody listening who has the opportunity to get some Happy Apple, you absolutely should mix it with Captain Mo or Jack Daniels. It's fucking great.
That's a good choice. I'm going to start my day off, literally my day right now, with some Captain Morgan.
Who wouldn't?
Alcoholic Podcast. What's up, guys?
And
here you go. Cheers to America.
America, dude. And there were 2 tanks in DC this weekend.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
It also rained on Donald Trump's parade.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's gonna.
I don't
Makes
resent him
sense.
or anything, but good.
Not to get political or anything, but yeah, good.
I find it funny because my parents live out there. I don't know where I was going with that. No, but I was saying, so they.
I swear we only smoked one bowl for you got here,
Yeah.
and this dude can't fucking talk.
Dude, I can't.
Rick likes to have a
Doing it.
stroke at least once a podcast.
All right. So they came out for a month. But of course, my dad allegedly is a conservative. But I find it funny that they weren't out there for the one time there's like this huge big
Your dad
giant
is
celebration.
a preacher.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
That's
He's
not,
not actually.
allegedly
He's not anymore.
conservative.
He's
No,
not.
that's pretty close.
It's super conservative.
He's not a preacher though.
He's a southern preacher.
He's a VP.
Super conservative.
He's a VP of.
Oh, so is he not certified?
Oh,
Is
so he
not
moved
the
up
real-
from preacher
Yeah.
to.
Pretty much.
He got a promotion. Most people get a promotion from preacher to dead. Your dad did it right.
Most people get a promotion from preacher to pedophile. So,
right, you go to dead or you go to prison.
yeah. Did he violate you as a child, Rick?
He did not.
Okay, good.
You had
Fucking love my dad.
Wow.
you had one of those good preacher dads. Didn't
Yeah.
Did. My dad's dope.
Mm-hmm.
His dad's
Can't lie
actually
about it.
pretty cool. I've only met him once or twice and just briefly, but he was pretty alright.
He's a pretty chill guy.
That's why the jury's still out on Christians, man. You can either be a Christian or Christ-like. Seems like those two things are very separate.
I absolutely agree with that. I would call myself a Christian because I believe in Christ. I believe Christ was the Son of God. But I also have never been to a church that I sit down and listen to and went, yeah, man, they got it right. I like what these people have to say. I can get down. No. Every church I've been to eventually comes to something that I'm like, nah, I 100% disagree with that. So I would say I'm a Christian.
But do you disagree with it because you feel like you disagree with it, or because
I disagree with it because
it's like
for me
biblical?
to develop my own religion, I sat down and read the New Testament and said, based on what I read, this is how I feel
So you're the anti-Jew.
religion
Jewish
should be.
Religion.
And
Jesus was the original.
I have not found a religion that read that text the same way that I did yet. If I find one, I'll be like, those guys are great, but I have not found one.
Well, I didn't hear the last part because he was talking.
I said I haven't found a religion that read that text and got the same shit out of it that I did. Not yet.
I felt the same way, but it's just science. The Bible
feel like
partially contradicts the science.
I don't
want to get off.
So you should just...
I don't feel like it does. I feel like there's room to explain both together.
Really?
Hey, bro, have you tried out this religion called Scientology?
Oh God!
I like
don't
that.
get
Does it have to
started.
do with
I
science?
just want to bring you in. Yeah, man, we'll bring you in. We'll just do this little reading. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's a couple, $100,000 a year, but it's not a big deal.
That is upsetting.
So, I mean, they're gonna help you out. It's gonna be big.
Well, religion's got to make money too. I understand.
Yeah,
you
man.
need some of my money for your
do.
religion.
Just a little bit. And then you can come work for us and live on one of our properties and just not leave.
Will I be able to smoke Death Star?
No.
Damn it! Never mind. I can't get down with that. I told you, there's always something
There's
in a
always
religion.
something.
Which brings us to our first smoke today. We're smoking a Boggy Boon hash joint, chemical-free, authentic bubble hash. The strain is Death Star, my very favorite strain by name.
Give me the numbers. You know, Daddy's all about
This
the
one
numbers.
well, if you're about the numbers, you're gonna smile. The THC is 63.6.
Hello.
And that's also the total cannabinoids. It's all THC. 0% CBD. Best before 5/7/2020.
That's an interesting number to throw in there. Still counts.
You know, it's a number.
I'm a fan. 63%. And by the way, people, if you're wondering, yes, you only get numbers that high when you have an infused joint or a hash joint.
Right. Flour does not get that high.
That is
In fact, every
crazy
time I
high.
see flour
What do you
that
mean white
says
people?
it's...
What?
No,
Flour
he didn't say
racist.
that.
I didn't say white people at all.
Oh.
He didn't.
Not
I thought you
yet.
said white
You're
people.
just racist.
I
Yeah.
heard. Maybe that's what I just heard.
You got a little white guilt.
Apparently. They're like, for you white people out there, and I was like,
There's-
what?
We have a customer at my store who's really cool black lady with this like big old crazy hair. It's really well done. It's big old, and she's an Uber
So
driver.
racist.
Nice.
Crazy
And
hair.
She said every time she gets a white lady in the back of her car, she starts basically trying to white guilt them as subtly as she can, just to see if she can make them squirm. And she tells me about it and giggles about it. And I think it's funny.
Get them all passive aggressive.
But she also said that when she gets particularly a white lady in the back of her car, it's either driving Miss Daisy or driving Miss Crazy.
Yep.
They're either super normal and don't say shit, but if they open their mouth, they're fucking crazy.
That's good. I feel like that's what you gotta deal with as an Uber driver.
It
You gotta
is.
deal with all types of fucking randos.
You know, I thought you were going to
bitches
go another
about
way.
it.
I thought you were going to say that is what you deal with the white people, with white ladies. And
It's-
I was going to
just-
agree.
I mean, that too.
Are you just always racist against white people?
Yeah. It's one of my things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand on this hill. Right
That's
now.
the guilt. I'm telling you,
You're
that's the
gonna die
guilt.
on that higher
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah. White people suck.
It's the guilt.
You know, it's crazy because
Spain.
in my entire life, people always feel the need to tell me their racial stories, you know, whether or not I'm a trusting guy or whatever. I don't know what makes people do this shit, but
That's because you're black and they're testing the grounds or something.
Exactly,
I'm sure.
yeah, like-
it always
like-
seems to be the case.
yeah, like I'm half, so they're like, oh, I can confide in you and still feel like I have a black friend.
You're like, hey man, I like white people, but you know what I mean, like Heil Hitler, and you're like, what? No, that's
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You know what?
But literally over the past, I don't know, 5 years, I've had more white people tell me they hate white people than black people in my entire life. Like white people just feel the need
Well,
to
to
tell
be
me,
fair-
hey, I fucking hate white people. And I'm
You know
just
what?
like, all right, I get it, bro. Like, you don't need to,
I'll tell everybody.
you don't need to tell me, like, I don't.
To be fair,
I
black people,
don't hate
old
white people, but I'm just saying the white people that I've met who are very urban always tell me. Always tell me.
to be fair,
oh
though-
my God, I hate white people. I'm just like, chill out, bro. Like, it doesn't need to be that bad.
It's just an unspoken rule among black people. They just all of them hate. They don't need to tell you.
No,
you
that's what I'm
already know.
saying. It's
They're just
like, the funny part
you
is
know.
black people
You
don't
know.
hate white people.
Yeah.
Like, I had an
sure.
old coworker who I talked about race and shit, and he's like, honestly, I think all the white people should just move out. We should just go back to Europe and give America back. And I'm like, bro,
Well,
nobody's
reverse-
asking for that. Yeah, I'm like,
reverse sending you back.
nobody's asking for this shit. You're taking your guilt a little too far.
You know what? I get that's because I get my nails done. I get that same thing with the gay community.
Yeah.
People, especially at my work, really want to come up and be like, I literally had a regular customer tell me the other day that she had just had her transgender operation like the day before.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, people really can find one person.
Why are you out the day after?
Right?
That's dumb.
Right? Was talking about how she was still sore.
Well,
like, it's a little uncomfortable, but obviously.
I got 13 staples up in there and fucking stitches, but yeah, it's, it's a little uncomfortable.
To be fair, she didn't say the day before. She said she just got it.
Oh, okay.
I'm curious about the process.
I'm judging you if you're going out the next day after surgery. That is a weird person.
This customer is kind of short and a slightly higher voice, but this is a middle-aged dude with a full beard.
Fuck, every time.
And I've talked to this customer a lot. This is a customer I like. We get along well. This customer, I didn't realize, was a transgender man. That had just been taking hormones for so long that they had grown a full beard.
Still pre-op.
I believe so.
You're not allowed to ask that.
You don't ask that unless they offer.
No, yeah, you don't ask that, but that's still
a
thing.
Unless they're friends with you, and then they test the waters, and they go, "Hey, by the way."
Yep.
Just like
that's what I'm
people
saying.
do to you.
I've had a lot of people who,
it's true.
A lot of people in the LGBTQ community who have just confided very personal things in me.
See, that's weird because
without knowing me well.
Yeah, I've only had a couple, but it's the same thing. Because you're from a diverse background, they think they can confide in you because we're clearly going to be accepting if we live an open lifestyle. And it's like I'm straight.
If black people could tell by looking at me that I graduated as the only white person in my class, they probably tell me shit too, just randomly. Yeah. I don't look as black as my experience is.
There you go. Dude, other way around. My experiences are more black than my life.
Did you hear about the Democratic debate?
Uh-oh.
I don't think we talked about this.
Before we go.
No, it's related to our topic.
Rick.
No, Julian Castro said that he believes everyone should be able to get an abortion, females and trans females.
Okay.
Should be able to get abortions.
Okay. That's a good stance, just because you're going pro-choice to the max.
For men, too. I mean, or at least that were at one point men.
That's
a trans woman means they transitioned from a man. Yeah. They're not going to get abortions.
You know what?
No, you can still hear stories of that shit over the
He should have said trans man.
I get what you meant.
He just messed it up.
Yeah,
it's basically what it was.
Either but it's like way, the technology may catch up to that. True, okay, there was a time when tearing your ACL was the end of your sports career. Now it's an operation in 6 months, and you're at the next Super Bowl.
Yeah, you're out for a year. You'll be right back the next year.
Right.
Sometimes.
So eventually, just like a good comedian said, only I'm not putting it the same way he did. Eventually, the technology will catch up, and you probably will be able to just get medically changed so you can have kids.
Oh, here we go. You're getting me started.
Shout out Andrew
I think
Schultz.
Eventually, is that who that was? I couldn't remember his name.
That's a perfect setup.
It's basically, I mean, I'm going to ruin it too, but it's basically once they start being able to add like Bluetooth and shit, like speakers, you can add stuff into like music and stuff. Like that's probably just gonna be banging. You can like customize it and shit.
Yeah, that'd be
like,
dope.
Technology is gonna catch up and it's gonna be better than the women's.
Yeah.
So you better step your game up, girls. Because
this is a perfect segue into robot semantics. Okay, because I just watched a movie called I Am Mother on Netflix, and if you guys haven't seen it, you probably should. Of course, Netflix has the I'd say the best originals.
Yeah.
I'd say they've been producing their own shit for a long time.
They have the most worth watching originals.
I put them above HBO.
I gotta say, my number one
HBO
favorites,
is the greatest at this point.
Like HBO has some really awesome originals. In fact, Prime has some great originals. Hulu,
Handmaid's Tale,
not so much.
You know what I'm saying? People, dude, it's Emmy nominated 9
Handmaid's
times.
Tale's amazing.
I mean, people suck HBO's dick though. People suck.
That doesn't make them less good.
Sopranos,
just because he's a pimp, don't mean you gotta hate on him.
That's true.
Yes, lots of people suck HBO's dick. Well, they got a good dick, bruh.
I guess so.
That's true.
I wouldn't say it that way.
God, I hope my 14-year-old doesn't walk in while I'm listening to this podcast.
Yeah, that's what you get. Okay, so
Hey.
it segues me into.
This is a family podcast.
Not anymore. This is a fucking metaphorical dick podcast.
Boom.
Flows perfectly into. Eventually, if you've seen I Am Mother, okay, the whole plot is supposed to be that humanity dies out, but since we're so advanced in technology, we have AI robots, and the AI robots want us to come back because they can't really grow without us. They're zero him, right? So what they end up doing is growing people in test tubes, which you can already do, right? Don't
to a point.
Literally, don't need the womb
I think you do.
at all.
I think you do.
I mean, it's essentially just an incubator from the beginning.
So you're saying that I don't think right this minute in real life you can do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in this show, okay, fine, I can believe
Nope.
that.
Yes.
If you
can't.
Test
you
tube.
can clone sheep, you can clone a dude. It's the same thing.
No.
Not cloning though.
No, man.
I'm talking
They're
about
not giving birth to them in a test tube. They still implant them in
you
a womb.
grow in a test tube. There's no birth.
No, there is a birth.
If you can grow to
Dolly
a
the
zygote
sheep
and test
came out of a sheep. She was implanted into it.
Yeah.
But you're still getting
Yeah,
born.
I'm going
You can't-
beyond that.
You can't
I'm
go here like the
I'm
like
going beyond
Futurama
that.
style
Yeah,
where
but
they
it's
have
not a
the
big
tubes
leap.
and stuff.
Yes.
It's still a
It's
ways
not
away.
a big leap.
It definitely is. You need the bacteria in there to grow. I mean, that's part of the digestive system. I mean, that's all part of it.
Let me
Like,
keep going. Fuck your semantics, Rick.
anyways.
Okay, this is robot semantics.
That's what I'm saying. I agree. If in the show,
Okay.
I can suspend disbelief.
In the show,
for that,
suck my dick
for sure.
too, Rick. Okay.
No, it's not been a good enough reason for you to throw that out.
But my whole point was eventually you will be able to get there.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
Unless a nuclear war happens or an asteroid hits the Earth tomorrow, and then
if
we're
we're
back
not
in the
already
Stone Age.
there, you know what they say? The military has shit 10 years in front of us. They had cell phones before we did, TVs before we did.
Anyways, keep going. Keep going.
Right.
Drones, yeah.
So 10 years from now,
They're not going to be able to have.
I
babies
think
in test tubes,
I
but-
think you could literally, as a man or a woman, pick your own partner. It'll be like they do that at regular places now. Like if you go to get artificially inseminated, which is common practice now,
I don't know, but yeah, I mean,
they can give you profiles on all the guys and all their
watch.
sploosh.
Yeah, but watch. Look, that's just a popularity contest.
Exactly.
So eventually,
No, but
you
it's good,
wind
though.
up with one dude that has 600 kids because all these women chose him.
I mean, yeah, if he's a bad motherfucker, if you're 6'5", you know,
right,
200 pounds
one dude
cut
walks
in,
he's
you
like,
got a
what do
master's
you do?
degree
I'm
and
a
shit.
secret
Like,
agent.
yeah.
You know, this is the one time I'm ever going to donate sperm.
Yeah.
Well, that's billions of them.
And I think that guy should get some of the money because right now, as sperm donors, which I've done before, you don't get anything.
why would you donate?
I mean, you get a tiny amount per donation, but the women who are paying for the procedure, which I understand is of course more intrusive, and a much longer process, but the guys don't get shit. I'm gonna make that baby too. I just want a little bit of the break off. If you're gonna only give me $60 and then charge this woman $10,000, like what the fuck? That can't all be for the operation. It's not even an operation.
It's for overhead and employee costs and salaries.
It doesn't
and
take that
marketing and
The only thing
research and
outside,
development.
yeah, but the only thing outside of having a regular baby is 1 or 2 appointments.
And then you
At
got to
the very
quadruple
beginning.
it because it's America and it's healthcare.
That's true. That's true.
Hey man, we got to make bank somehow.
Oh, we
You
make
know
bank
what?
all of the way.
Let me tell you how much of a racket our insurance is.
Please don't.
Why not?
Because I get it. Yeah, we all get it. Okay.
Look, at where I work,
I don't think you have to convince anybody that our healthcare system's fucked up.
where
and,
I work, we have insurance you can get through there. It's $54 a paycheck, and it's like a $10 copay for a visit, $15 copay for a prescription, something like that. Real small fee
Yep.
up. Okay. I got some kind of weird infection in my eyes. I had to go to the doctor.
Pink
I
eye.
couldn't hardly see for 2 days. It was crazy.
Worse than pink eye. Nice.
Well, when you
It's
eat
terrible.
out someone's ass, sometimes
Yeah, that's what it
sometimes
does.
there are.
Yeah.
When you,
Shit spreads around. I got a big
That's what
girl.
I'm saying.
yeah. When you eat the booty like groceries, that's what happens.
Right? Just we get a little bit of like jelly or some syrup in there. And
Fuck, it's too
anyway,
much.
Accidents happen when you're having fun. When
um,
you're playing hard.
Sometimes they happen in your eyeball.
Mm.
Twice.
Twice.
both of them.
Yeah.
But I went in, I was like, I gotta see a doctor. So I'm gonna go to this doctor's office, which is where I used to go when I had insurance. Before someone came into office that made it where I don't have insurance anymore.
Wow. That's weird. I want to hear that story more.
Somewhere.
Wait, who?
Yeah, I want to
I'm
hear
not
that
sure,
story more.
but somebody.
This is intermission for David's smoke break. Welcome to the Seattle Smoke Show podcast. We smoke a fuck ton of weed.
Somebody somehow
you
dismantled
still have
the healthcare
ACA.
system that
You still have
that was offering me
healthcare.
insurance and no longer does. But anyway, I was like, I'm just gonna go in.
Wait,
I'm just gonna make a visit and go in and pay cash. Let's see what that costs.
Yeah,
that's what I got to do.
Copay,
it's
right?
because
Got a
you
credit
make
card
more
for
money.
emergencies.
You don't qualify for that insurance anymore.
I make the same amount of money I did when I qualified for it.
Nice.
I don't think so.
Not nice.
Yeah, the last time I qualified. No, I'm sorry.
You didn't. You went above it.
Casey got an extra like 50 cents.
Yeah, you went above the. You went above.
So
the
because
her plan's done.
Of her 50 cents an hour, we no longer get 100% free health care. Now we're figure it out on our own.
Oh, the family made one. The family.
You
Yeah,
know,
joint taxes too. You get a bigger refund, especially if you got kids.
We do.
You
get a bigger refund.
That's why I respect the tax code, but not healthcare. Not yet. Uh-oh. What?
Okay, so I went into the doctor and was like, all right, I'm paying cash. What's this going to cost? The visit was $30. The prescriptions, the 2 prescriptions of different kinds of eye drops that I got was another $30.
Not that bad.
So I paid about what I would pay per month. I'm sorry, per paycheck for the whole visit.
Yeah. But that's
everybody I work with pays that twice a month and has to pay every time they go see a doctor.
Yeah, because you got to remember that's bottom tier though. That's a bottom tier problem, right? That's that's like getting chlamydia, right?
That's right. Really
you go to the you show up. What's wrong with me?
If I break an arm,
here, take the
it's
pills.
going to cost me a bunch of money.
Exactly. Yeah, if you need surgery or something like that.
No, I did it.
Yeah, or diabetics get all type of like consistent medication.
Right.
It's going to be a lot more.
Those I understand, but for your average young person, not myself, I'm old enough.
Who's
I should
80?
have insurance.
No, trust me.
I should definitely have it. But for the 20-somethings that I'm working with, this is a fucking ripoff. They're never using this insurance. If they do, it's because they've got the flu.
Yeah, right.
You know?
You go to get some antibiotics or something.
Right. They're wasting their money. I need insurance. I still don't get it through them because that's too much to fucking pay.
Yeah. See,
if I want to get my son insurance, it's another $300 and something a month. Because of her 50 cents an hour, I have to pay $300 a month if I want my kid to have insurance.
I think that's also the company that you work for designated this as the healthcare plan that you can buy into. So
that's also not just mine. My wife also works for a major corporation.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's crazy?
Good.
I got.
Hers is like $30 a month.
Small business.
No.
Hers is $30 a month.
Yep. No, hers is $30 a paycheck.
Fine, but
$60 a month.
That's fine.
So she pays.
Cheap. That's so cheap for insurance.
If she had insurance, she would be paying every month the total amount I just paid in cash.
Yeah.
It's a racket. It's ridiculous.
I mean, it depends on what it's for.
Yeah, but
you know how many people are paying that in?
No, so this
never
is if you rich people what they do.
It's worth it if it's that cheap. You shouldn't have to pay $400 a month for insurance, which some people have to do because it's they have real medical problems, you know? And so insurance companies like to charge people who actually have problems more and then tax all of us a tiny bit more on the outside. I mean, but the older you get, the more they charge you because you're more prone to break. But the real fucked up part is I have a Japanese homie, right? They've had universal healthcare for a long, long time. And he goes, bro, one of the craziest things that happened when I came to America was I heard the term pre-existing condition. That's something that's not used anywhere else. Pre-existing condition. No, usually that's called your medical history.
Yeah.
That's part of being a doctor is knowing what's happened to this person.
Well, that was I mean, that's still the case.
You know what?
We don't have pre-existing conditions anymore.
No, if you break an arm and you have joint damage, that's a pre-existing condition.
It's more of if you had...
use a bullshit excuse.
Maybe. But it was...
It's a bullshit excuse not to pay you.
agree.
No,
But
charge
so
people
what they did
for insurance.
Well,
yeah.
the whole point of insurance,
Not to pay for your medical.
Yeah.
the whole idea of insurance. I mean, I'm sure you guys know, most people do, is that you're paying into it not for that year or the next year. You're paying for it into when you have a heart attack, and it's going to cost $100,000 to keep you alive because of the equipment they're using. You have to now be in a hospital for a month. You're basically paying into that system.
No, a month is
in
a
order
long
to pay
time.
for that. Okay, heart attack's a fucking terrible thing.
A week.
Okay.
Yeah, a week,
Fine.
maybe.
I'm saying,
And
but if you're in a
the
coma,
problem
if you're in these
is-
things, I mean, that's the point of having insurance.
The
I'm not saying it's right
problem
or anything, but-
is that
I'm not
that
mad
week
about insurance.
costs a fucking $100,000.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. There's no reason for that.
And they
I
shouldn't
mean,
turn
it's
people
a
down. There
$5
should be-
million piece of equipment.
No, it's not.
Okay, for
yes,
you have to have
they will
dialysis.
use
No, it's not.
300,000
Those are stupid
times
expenses.
No, it's not. It's not
on
that.
Not that
different
much.
people.
Never though. Never that much.
MRIs.
And they get cheaper
MRIs?
every year.
Yeah.
Like plasma TVs. Sure, the 30-inch was $1,000 when it came out.
Oh, and you
Now
can
they
buy,
sell them on
when
Black
you gotta buy the
Friday for
newest and
$100.
latest.
This plasma TV was like
Yeah.
$5.99.
Dude, I just actually, if we're gonna
The,
do
the
that,
technology
I
is
just
going to
saw-
overlap every time.
I just saw
Double,
there's an
double.
ad right now online. You can get like a 56-inch or 65-inch TV for $300, $299.
Right.
Shipped to you in 4 days.
Right.
Like,
The times, they are a change.
serious.
And so the technology, which is still the same technology.
So actually,
all of the big
you know
technology,
they have,
X-ray, MRI,
They have, well, I don't know, not
fucking blood
not
testing.
MRIs.
They're all
not
the
MRIs
same.
yet.
All
but
the
they
same
actually
technology
have
we've had.
they have portable X-rays you can actually put on your phone.
Yeah.
Like they have it's
an
an X-ray attachment, and you can do your own.
I gotta go
X-rays.
put ice in the duck's butt.
Oh,
I'll be back.
is the
I'll
duck
bet.
becoming a segment?
The duck's coming back for sure.
Yeah, man.
Is it becoming a segment though? I kind of like.
Yeah,
the
they
duck.
can actually
I didn't like the
hear-
duck at first, but we
Now
fell
they
in
can.
love.
They can actually hear when we're smoking, which is what's nice. When we're smoking these joints, you can't. I mean, when I'm going,
I mean,
blowing
I
into the
don't
mic,
think
I'm
we
gonna
need to
edit
tell
that
them
out.
that we're stoners. What?
Review on the joint. How was the joint? What do we think of that?
Oh fuck, it was good. What was the flavor? Pick that shit up, Rick.
There's the
I
Boggy
think-
Boom.
No, it was a dope ass
Death Star.
Yeah,
Death
it's a
Star. That's what it was.
I mean, I'm pretty high. I could definitely smoke another one if that's what the question is.
Oh god.
stoners. Of course you're
That's true.
Right?
But we haven't smoked today. But you and I haven't smoked today. Have you smoked?
Not really. What?
Have you smoked today?
Yes, man. Here.
No, I'm saying before that.
No.
Yeah, I didn't. So none of us have smoked.
I was
Except
super
for
quick. I
when we
was
got
super
here.
quick to show up here today, people, because I was drunk as fuck last night.
Yeah,
I can tell
that's
you
what I
why.
figured.
I'm just gonna tell you that today is the
Even though
The America
yesterday I
podcast.
texted you and asked you, hey, it's 9:30, 9:45 work, and you said, yep, be right there, perfect.
No, it's crazy. I made French toast last
Dude,
night, drunk
French
as
toast.
fuck.
Oh.
Left all 3 pieces on my bedside table. Woke up with syrup all over my fucking hand. 'cause
That's
I
the
fucking-
worst.
full
Dude, David would cut off his arm.
Yeah.
I would.
He would he hates.
And it was
sticky
like
shit,
it was
dude. You would-
dried
you would
syrup
seriously
too.
cut
It
off his
wasn't
arm.
like the freshly wet syrup. No, it was like
you gotta,
it
like,
had been there all
scrub
night.
it.
Yeah, it was a quick scrub. Syrup,
Yeah,
you know,
still.
but yeah, it was fucked up.
Dude, I dated this girl my senior year when I had just gotten out as a manager of a GameStop, and this 23-year-old
Best job ever.
girl.
You should have stayed
Dude,
there, Rick.
I should have. I was making good money, bonuses and shit, really good money.
Look at you, you fucking
I was.
yeah.
One of these days, I'll tell you about how I made $50,000 and I lost it.
Sounds like something
One of
you
these
do.
days. But so at GameStop, I was dating this 23-year-old girl.
Jeez,
And
bud,
I
you're
was
supposed
staying
to put
at
the
her-
water in the duck, not on your shirt.
I was staying at her house all the time, and she had this She had this pan that was 50 or 60 years old. Like her grandparents cooked on this thing, and they didn't wash it at all.
Huh.
Like it was like the old style, like the skillets, like the
Oh, yeah.
iron skillet.
I just bought a skillet.
And
An iron
they
skillet.
like they'd
Oh,
rinse
yeah.
it off. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They do it, but
Yeah.
they didn't like.
You don't put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah, you don't put it in the dishwasher. They just hand washed it.
We have one of those.
Yeah,
she
I just
made
bought a skillet, so I have one for
the
the house.
fucking best French toast on this fucking skillet, and it was
Mm-hmm.
so fucking good. But it was like a French toast skillet. Like that
Things
is
made
what
on
they
a-
used it for.
Things made
So.
on a properly seasoned iron skillet, they just taste better.
They
They pick
do.
up flavors from everything that's been cooked before.
And a skillet is going to be your number 2 choice on something to bring with you on an abandoned island. The first one should be a knife, but the second one should be a skillet.
Dude, actually, a skillet, like an iron
For
skillet,
a knife,
that
I
would
want,
be
like,
great.
A machete.
Yeah, either
with
way.
A sawback.
Yeah, maybe.
We have one of those when
Either
we were camping.
a
it was nice.
But if they
knife.
said
I would
one-
take a pocket knife if I can have a skillet
kind-
too.
any kind of
If I can
blade.
have a skillet too.
Yeah.
If it's both or the machete, I'd take both.
Yeah, but if it was one item in that, If it was like a knife, you have some kind of knife, machete type of thing, and then a fucking iron skillet, you can hit people with a skillet. You can fucking, I mean, there's a bunch of things you can use that with.
Gerber, like a good pocket knife.
I would take the sawback machete over a pocket knife and a skillet.
Can't do it.
Ooh.
Can't do it.
Now, with the sawback, you can cut much larger limbs. You can make a more stable structure.
I got time. Oh, come
Can
on!
you not hear me?
Come on, coordinator.
No, I can't.
Shout out to our
Am I?
shout out to our assembly department. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Just starting to echo a little bit.
It's just how I sound when I get close to the mic.
Yeah. Like a
What's up, guys?
I don't even know where this all stemmed from. I'm just gonna highlight all those points.
This is the drunken podcast. It doesn't matter.
Drunken podcast.
It's just gonna.
We've actually drank more
around
alcohol than smoked weed.
I know it's a problem.
Yeah, we're gonna blame our weed department for that.
Again, the corporation is gonna officially say David's at fault.
Hey, this duck's got a tiny little butthole. It's hard to find.
That's what we like about it, though. It's got a tight.
That's where I got pink eye from, actually.
Oh,
tight little butthole.
Good thing I'm not putting my eye on it.
Yeah. Really?
What?
Really?
What?
Kind of fucking hit was that?
Yeah, I'm
that was a shitty one. Where's the lighter? Here.
Put it back.
Yeah, man.
You got your own lighter, man. We got 3 lighters.
We got 3 more joints to smoke. Like,
I'm waiting on you. I'm drinking this captain. Shout out to all the captains, whether you're a team captain or a fucking military
sea captain.
Yeah.
Military captain. Captain Crunch.
That's one of their commercials.
Captain Obvious.
Well, they all show up at the party, and it's just a bunch of captains. You seen that commercial?
Kurt.
That's a Captain Morgan commercial. All right, guys.
Captain Morgan himself.
Captain Morgan himself. I got a quick question. I got a quick question for you guys. You guys are 2 of the most married people I know. That are
married.
Yeah, that are close to my age. Okay, I know a lot of people have been married for a long time, but
I'm with a living companion. Yes.
Yes, young married and roommates.
They are the worst part.
So, from one of my single homies, okay, who's recently back in the game. He's been trying to approach females more genuinely, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so he's trying to find places that aren't bars, right? That aren't bars or clubs to approach a woman genuinely.
Go to a
in today's society right now? I mean,
not possible.
Apps.
And so we went through the list. We went through the list, but his number 1 choice was the gym. And I felt that was right. Yeah, exactly.
Not unless you're ripped.
Yeah,
not even then.
I felt like that was wrong.
They're gonna be like, "Get the fuck away from me! I'm working out. I'm sweating."
The gym is not a place
I don't
to
feel
be social.
sexy.
I felt like that was wrong just because you're at the gym. You're there to do something. Yeah. But then at the same time, everywhere you go, you're there to do something.
Nah.
He's like, you can do it at a grocery store, at like a library, and I'm like, now you're just talking about like hitting on women in public, like in community spaces.
And that's what it's gonna feel like.
It is not a space for that. It is a space to work out or work on yourself. It's not a social thing.
See, and that's what I thought.
That's what I thought. You should not treat it as such.
Okay, and that's what I thought at first. But backpedal, the only place you shouldn't be able to approach a woman genuinely, that's the key word, right? The only place you shouldn't be able to do that is work.
If they're on the clock. Yeah, if anyone's on the clock, assume whatever nicety they're showing you is because they're on the clock.
I mean,
if you're coworkers or if you see somebody who's an employee at somewhere you go, that you can't cross that line.
Light flirting is
other than that, doesn't matter. Like at a grocery store, I would hit on a chick.
Yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't hit on a cashier. No. I would hit on a chick in an aisle, though.
Again,
hitting on a cashier feels dirty because they can't get out of the situation.
Yeah, that's why I don't flirt with waiters.
Like if you're
waitresses.
Yeah,
that's why I don't.
Well, if you're at work, that's the thing. They're getting paid to be nice to you.
Yeah,
essentially.
Why do you think strippers are nice to you?
Yeah.
Right? She don't think you sexy. She think you got money.
It's the same thing.
That's it.
It's true.
That is the same thing.
Okay, but my whole point was, first I thought the gym was too crazy, but then I had to bring it back. Conservative Jimmy.
Boom, burp. That's him.
Dude.
They're big ones.
You gotta stop belching on the mic.
Why not?
He's getting reprimanded.
There was several of those in the last one. That was bad.
Oh,
yeah. And it was at random times, just out of nowhere. It was bad.
Yeah. I got a good interjection with him too.
Yeah,
like
get
Bender.
Serious.
Well, like I was saying, I started out saying the gym's a little too much, but then you gotta dial it back to anywhere she's not on the clock.
Yeah.
You should be able to approach a woman genuinely.
It's
And some women are gonna be like,
working
"Oh
out.
my god, you shouldn't be able to fucking hit on girls everywhere you go, 24/7." And it's like, it's not like that because I'm talking about genuinely, right?
This is not.
That's what I'd say to the feminists.
If at the gym is cool, then at least not while they're working out. Before, after,
In between
not-
machines.
maybe,
In between
but
machines.
not.
I'm
while
not
they're
gonna walk up to her when she's fucking on the squat or something and be like, "Hey, what are you doing? You're squatting,
Right. If
squatting
they're in the
200."
process, if they're in the process of working out, you should not speak to them. Anybody, unless it's to motivate them.
That's how you start. Okay, I can flirt with her like that, or I hit on her when
See-
she's done.
Agree. That's what I'm saying. I would agree with that. So if you're at a gym,
I'll flirt with a waitress too. I'll flirt with a cashier too. I'm not
Flirt.
gonna hit on them.
a light
I'm
flirt
not
is
gonna
fine.
really
Yeah, but you have to
like-
build up that rapport. You know what I mean? After
No.
a while, if
No.
she's like, doing that, but you don't just immediately hit on them out of nowhere.
Yes.
Like they're like deadlifting, they're fucking doing squats, and you're just like, "Hey girl, what's up? Can I get your number?" No, motherfucker. Like, I'm doing squats
Yeah.
right now. Like, what
It's
the
true.
fuck?
It's 220. What's yours?
Yeah.
That's true.
Dude, that would be good.
No, but at the gym, you gotta throw something out there, something super small. Right? If they respond, maybe you
Maybe.
keep it pushing. Maybe you respond back a little bit later, a little on par,
But
a
some
playback
people have
joke.
couth, some don't. Some know how to be smooth, some only know how to be direct. It depends on your approach.
That's true.
Your mom's approach.
I-
Smooth and steady.
I bet it was.
So,
bastard.
long story short, not too crazy. The gym is not too crazy to hit on women.
If done
Shout out
appropriately.
to all the billions and billions of potential female listeners. Don't be mad if a guy hits you in the gym. Just politely turn him down or just ignore him. Don't ignore him. Just be
Yeah.
like, no.
Yeah, that's
Just
worse.
look him
Don't
dead in the
ignore him.
eyes and say no. And
Yeah,
then
just-
keep going back
that's
to
it.
what you're doing, and he's gonna get the hint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Hit him with a nope. That's fine too. That's a
Nope.
That's a quick dick shutter offer right there.
It really is.
It'll go from on to off so fast. Just look him dead in the eyes. Maybe give him a little toe flick, head to toe, and just go nope, and go back to what you're doing. And he's gonna go, oh fuck, all right. Yeah. He might be an asshole, but
Definitely.
probably not if you're at the gym. He's not gonna get crazy. So you're like, all right, well, fuck you.
If
then.
you give him a
And
head
walk-
to toe glance and
Yeah.
nope, I guarantee he's gonna walk
Hey.
away, or else he's the biggest piece of shit in the building.
Yeah, he's gonna go back to fucking working out. And you know what? If he's a real man, he'll keep working out.
He'll
If
go over and keep
he's a
working out.
real fucking baller, he'll just keep working out and just crush the weights in front of you. Because that's what I would do if she told me no. I would just hurt myself on the machines. Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to walk for 3 days. But
It
don't
doesn't
fucking
matter. Crushed it in front of her. As far as
Christ.
she knows, I'm the fucking
Right?
monster out here. Oh god. Sorry though. Sorry in advance for all the women who get hit on in places they don't want to get hit on.
No, women, for real. If you want an absolute don't ever speak to me again, shut down.
No.
Go.
You gotta keep
Head
it
to toe look. Nope.
Yeah.
And that will be it.
And then go back to what you're doing. Don't
Right,
even
then just
acknowledge
go
them.
right back to what you were doing.
Hey, it's the funny story. It's a funny segue. I was just at the beach for a homie's barbecue, right? Where there's only one row of parking. Oh, if you've been to Golden Gardens, I'm sorry. Anybody,
Yeah.
Anybody who lives in Seattle, you'll know. But I'm gonna explain it anyways. There's one way in, one way out. One road. At the very end of this very long road on the beach is a circle where you turn around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's essentially a 2-lane road, right? That just loops around, comes right back. Okay? Barbecue's the front. My homie had the barbecue fucking reserved. Da-da-da. That's the very beginning of the strip. Okay? Those are the very first spots you can park on. It's only one side of the road. A lot of parking spaces, but it's a beach. So it's, always full. Everybody's parking there fine. Da-da-da. People start showing up later. As the families, right, that have been at the beach all morning and all day, because it was a nice day, as they start leaving, they have the good spots. So we're all sliding our cars in here. Usually we just do it without even having to do anything. We just see somebody leave and go, oh, yep. Right. As soon as we see them packing their car up, we're going to go grab our car from, down a block and a half, 2 blocks away. Yeah. We're going to go grab our car and pull up next to this one. Happens 3-4 times. Even people that come in there, right? Even people that are coming through are like, oh, no problem. Like, this guy's clearly waiting for a spot. Da-da-da-da. And then towards the very end, we had somebody beef so hard. So hard over a parking spot. We had somebody flip the fuck out. Like, they were both on opposite sides, right? And the guy who had already grabbed his car had already pulled it up because he pulled it up. He knows when they're leaving. Yeah. So he pulled it up before they even turn the car on, right? As they're loading shit up in the back. And then the other person pulls up when they turn the car on and start backing out. Okay? And so they freak out at us. Hey, you can't save spots for people. Da, da, da. She literally gets out of her car. You can't save spots for people. And like, she didn't have to save a spot. The car's been sitting there the whole time. You know?
Yeah.
Nothing crazy about it.
Dang.
Flips out. Nope. Turns her whole car perpendicular. So she's sideways in the road now. Because that's how the parking spaces are. Just in the middle of the road. Blocking both sides of traffic.
Dang.
Trying to get in this parking spot.
White lady?
Yeah. Of course.
Fucking white people, man.
No.
Okay, no. And then I got even crazier. She eventually found a parking spot, right? Not next to us, but she found a parking spot deeper on, and she ended up coming back all the way to the fucking, our parking spot. Took my homie's license plate, right? Wrote it down. Mind you, at the time, this is a nice day at the beach. And in Seattle, if you've ever been to Golden Gardens, the police run through about once an hour.
Yeah, they're always there.
Because a lot of shit's gone down. So now they don't even joke around. They just let you know they're there about once an hour. They just, ride through, come right back. So in this whole process, about 2 cops have come through. Okay? They're coming through more often than usual. They're coming through about once every 45 minutes. Okay? 2 or 3 cops have already come through. Okay? I'm pretty sure a cop passed her while she was taking down the license plate. Didn't say shit to the cop. And she just glared at us, took license plate down. Because the whole thing, she was freaking out. I'm gonna call the police. You can't do this. You can't. And we're all like, call the police. Like, I'm sorry. Well, my whole thing was everybody tried to beef with her at the beginning when she was had her car on the road. And I'm just like, don't even argue with her.
Right.
Don't even argue with her. And that was my whole point to know.
Because your people are going to pull out in such a way that your people get the spot, right?
Yeah.
So
it didn't, that's what happened. She was in the middle of the street, parked perpendicularly, holding up both sides of traffic, and literally 2 of the homies walked out and like stood right in front of her car, and she like acted like she was gonna like hit them, never touched them, man. And then as they were standing there, the homie like pulled in from the side, right? And if you're somebody like that beats over his parking spot, I'm pretty sure you know not to hit somebody with your car, because then you're definitely losing that court battle.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just funny. She came back with her notepad, walked around the park, the beach, like 3-4 times. Just kept memeing us the whole time. I was just like, hey, have a nice day. Like, I'm happy you found a spot.
If I'd have been that big a dick over a spot, like if I really felt like somehow I was owed that spot.
And it's not like there's zero parking. Left. It's just like you have to park further away. These are definitely premium spots, but she found a parking spot maybe not even 3 minutes after she left. Less than that.
Yeah.
She's
just bitching for no reason. Can I tell you?
But you hit him with a note.
Wait,
she was getting extra crazy.
Next weed?
Huh.
Next weed.
Oh, you got some more Kush? Kushkiani.
Next weed.
All right, well, introduce it.
All right. So this is an indica joystick from Green Revolution. It's made with a blend of strains, including strawberry frost, animal cookies, Girl Scout cookies, Snoop Stream, pure Afghan, and black Afghan, African American Afghan.
Thank you. He already knew what I was going to
say. The THCA total is 21.51. Total cannabinoids 23.06 with a touch of CBD at 0.22. This was told to me that this is an infused joint.
Wait, sorry.
Infused joints.
Sorry, I was listening too hard to what you were saying. Give me that total.
Total cannabinoids 23.06.
There we go. So it's a pure joint, right? It's just straight weed. Oh, it looks like a cigarette.
No. They told me this is not straight weed. This is an infused joint.
At 23%?
That they insisted on that. Okay? They were expensive too. It comes with, you can see that there's like Keef packed in the end of it.
Yeah, there is. It looks like a fucking, like a white Newport. or a white Camel.
It looks
But it
really
looks
looks
like a
just
real
like
cigarette.
a cigarette.
Hey, Rick, you should put this one on the gram because that's
He already did.
Yeah, that's 21st century.
It comes
Yeah,
with
it looks
a
right
Boveda, Boveda. Look them up; they're badass. Pack in it. It's like a humidor for your weed. You throw it in there, and it keeps it at a specific percentage of humidity. This one is 58%.
Nice.
They put it in there because it comes in a cardboard box to prevent crushing of the joint.
Yeah.
But cardboard boxes aren't sealed very well.
Yeah. Dry
so
it
your
out
shit
a little
would dry
bit.
out.
Yeah.
This prevents it from doing so. So it's very smart.
I like that. It comes with what looks like a filter, but it's really just a crutch.
Yeah. There's an open hole all the way through it, but it looks exactly like a cigarette.
I was waiting for this, and I already asked you before because they have joints, and joints are pretty much weed cigarettes.
Dude,
Where are the blunts?
have
And I don't want like a.
We could have bought a
monster-
blunt actually today.
I don't want to need a monster like fucking 10-gram blunt. Just give me a regular fucking 1.5 grams, 2 grams. Even the biggest joints, even the full 1 gram joints, aren't the same thing as a gram and
No, we had blunts at my store that were like that.
maybe everything's a joint if it's rolled in a paper, but a blunt.
The blunt was
has to be,
$18 though.
It has to be rolled in a real weed leaf, though,
This was rolled in weed leaf.
right? Because they don't sell tobacco, so it couldn't be a real blunt. It would have to be a
It's hemp wrap.
hemp wrap blunt. I like
We
that.
sell
though.
hemp wraps.
But they make them too big. I've had the 420 joint. There was literally the big ass leaf. It looked like a Cuban cigar. It was,
Now, we sold ones that just looked like a slightly oversized cone and even had a crutch at the end of it.
okay.
And a little silver band around the base. It looked super classy, but they were $18 a piece, and they had like a glob of bubble hash at the end that was melted,
Oh,
and you had to light that with it held upright like a candle,
yeah. Because when you mix the bubble
and then
hash-
you like melt that down into the joint, and then you smoke it, or the blunt, and then you smoke it normally. It was
That-
brown. It looked like a blunt
Yeah.
cone.
I like the ritual. That's a good.
There's even a YouTube video that we keep up on our iPads at work so we can turn them around and show them to the customer. This is how you light this, because I'm telling you, if some stoner customer like us forgets that they've bought a $20 fucking joint and just holds it up and lights it, if you just hold it up and light it, all that concentrate is just going to run out of the end in one drop, just
Oh yeah.
on your lap,
Yeah, but you're supposed to. Hold
and you're
it
going to
up.
waste
Yeah.
it. That's,
If you're smart, you'd really take a pull from it, right? As you light it and try and get it as deep
no,
into
even
that.
if you did that, the thing is, it starts out with so much in the end of it that it's plugged. You couldn't hit it.
Oh,
If you don't melt it down into it,
Yeah.
then it's just a plug. So you would try to hit it, and it would feel clogged.
Yeah.
And when you tried to hit it and held a lighter up to it, as soon as it got warm and turned liquid, it would just run out the end of the
Yeah.
joint instead of down into the weed.
All right, I need to tell you a story.
It's a good one.
It's
So-
a bad story.
Have I ever told you about back when I used to live on the Serengeti?
At least 300
I
times.
don't think you've ever lived in Singularity,
I
right?
have. So I used to live on the Serengeti. I used to run with the antelopes.
I don't
We
believe you.
used to
alright.
eat together. They were my friends. They were my brothers. We used to
Rick's trying to give me the
run up onto the
raised by
mountains
wolves
and into
bullshit.
the lakes and the streams. And then one day,
Uh-oh.
I came across this little village. Right, never seen a village before in my life. I know I'm running with antelopes,
Dude named
and I
Mufasa.
come in and I walk in, and they greet me and they bring me. They like don't understand who I am. So they bring me in. They bring me to the river, and they like I'm all dirty. I don't have any clothes on. So they wash
Yeah, you're
me.
still dirty.
They bring me in,
He's
and they
dirty.
bring me into the tent to meet the chief.
Chief.
You know what the
it's
chief's
Chief?
name was?
How do you know it's Chief? That's racist.
Is it-
Chief's name? No.
What?
And the chief's name
Huh?
was Podcoin. Well, the Podcoin
Nice.
app pays you to listen to this podcast and every podcast.
You should
It's
totally
the
be
podcast
using
player
it
that pays.
That's
right
true.
now.
Huh?
Just get the Podcoin app.
They're one of my
on
favorite
iPhone
apps.
or Android. It's free and super easy to use. You can use the Podcoin, you earn to claim gift cards or donate to charity.
We like to
Yes.
donate. We like to spread the fucking
It
popcorn
literally is
around.
amazing. It brought me out of the Serengeti
Because
Yeah.
we
and
bought
into
that.
America.
We bought that
Nice.
section of rainforest and
That's
let
true.
you
We did
build
buy
an
some
airport
rainforest.
so you could fly here.
Yeah.
So
I told
you
over
guys-
the ocean
Seriously.
that we also saved with our charity money.
Seriously.
I told you guys last time we're gonna buy some ocean next time. I need some ocean things.
We were going to have to do that next
Didn't
time.
we already buy ocean?
We haven't yet.
No, we need ocean.
But seriously, guys,
Podcoin?
just go get the Podcoin app and use our invite code Smoke Show. You get 300 Podcoin just for signing up if you use my code. And that's 300 Podcoin
Wait, what's the
just for
code?
signing up
Smoke show?
if you use our code
Smoke show?
Smoke Show.
So is there a space in there?
There could be.
The
Are
capitals
all
matter?
one word?
Yeah, we just had to pay some bills.
That's what that
Yes.
space means.
Oh, space. No, not space.
Space in between. Yeah.
Yours.
Also, you can check us out on Instagram at SEA Smoke Show and Twitter at Smoke Seattle.
Hey, but most importantly,
That was a shameless
most
plug.
It
importantly,
is.
send us a voicemail. Send us a fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We really
guys.
want to hear from you. Do you have any voicemails that people have sent us? Can you play one of those?
We can't.
Oh,
They're
we
too-
can't play
they're
them
too
yet?
graphic.
They're pretty.
Okay. But just to
What?
let you guys know, as a disclaimer right now, if you send in a voicemail, we may or may not completely edit your voicemail and do whatever we want.
That's what I'm going to do.
Dude,
So I
if you
should-
send us, please
so
send
this
us a voicemail and say on it, you can use this voicemail. We will absolutely
You don't
play
need to say
all
that.
or
I'm
part
going to
of
tell
it.
you right now.
Before
you send it in, that it may or may not be completely edited for our pleasure. And we might turn you into a beat. We might turn your voice into a new beat for the outro. But we're not doing that yet. And don't get me started on things to come. That's a new segment we haven't started yet because it's always in the future. Mind blown.
So what are we smoking, David? I just took a piss. Felt so good.
Nice.
Feel like 3 or 4 pounds
Well, back from the break is what I'm saying.
Hey, halftime podcast. Here we go.
We're smoking SPP Shatter Joint. Everybody loves these.
SPP. That's
Hey, you
probably is that
You
our
should
is that our
definitely sit up
favorite
closer to
brand?
the mic.
Actually, yeah, I should be closer. To
Is that our favorite
SPP
brand though?
Shatter.
SPP.
Yeah. At this point, we've smoked.
You know what?
Maybe
It's
not our favorite.
our-
Hold on. In
but-
case people don't know, what does SPP stand for?
Smoky
Point.
Point Productions.
Yes, that's all that
Um,
matters.
And if among us, our favorite brand would probably be Smoky Point Productions.
We have
Although-
at least smoked it every time.
Yeah.
We have at least smoked one of that.
Oh,
one.
really?
You know what?
Of the
Honestly,
Really, I didn't know that.
the
Okay.
reason is we get other stuff to try it out, and this because we know it's good. Truly, that's why we
Yep.
wind up smoking one of these each time.
There you go. That's a
It
stoner's
feels
joint
safe
right
to
there.
only get this though, so we get other stuff too. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. That's a
They're
stoner's joint.
they're really good.
Yeah, and those are always the ones you want. If you
this
took if you
one-
took Snoop Dogg into a weed store, he might not get the most expensive thing, but you better believe he's gonna get something that's fire.
if he talked to me, he'd get the best.
Exactly.
Whatever that was.
Exactly. He might not get the most expensive thing, but you know he's gonna get some fire.
And that's not always the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So this joint
Words of
is
wisdom.
THCA 42.8%, total cannabinoids 45.4. It has no CBD. It is a straight to your head, right down the middle hybrid and heavily infused
Heavily.
shatter joint.
Heavily. I like my joints like I like my women. Heavily infused.
Ooh.
Heavily infused.
Yeah.
All right.
That's your next.
That sounds problematic though.
That's your next jazz album.
Yeah, it
title.
sounded good at first, and then I thought about it. It sounds problematic.
Heavily infused.
Yes, Mr. Cosby, that does
Yeah,
sound
right.
problematic.
It sounded really good in my head, and then I said it, and I was like, maybe not.
It's fine. We're coming out on the podcast as that James is the protege of Cosby.
Here you go. Shout out to, this is gonna be too fucked up. Dark joke. I'm sorry. Shout out to Brock Turner's lawyer. Yeah, I'm gonna let the one sit by itself.
Yeah.
Okay. This joint's great.
It is nice. It smokes well. Of course it does. It's SPP Shadow Joint. They always smoke well.
I smoke weed. Was that too dark? I still feel it's lingering.
Oh, I like it.
Really?
Like,
It's lingering,
I
huh?
eat the suspense, bro. I'm like,
Nah, Spence is too fucking brutal for that one. Sorry, man. The truth is about comedy. Here's a true or false for you guys.
all right.
The truth about comedy, every joke is funny. It's just not funny to everybody.
True.
Not every joke is funny.
Every
True.
single
Some
joke,
jokes are
even the
stupid.
most disgusting,
No.
horrible,
No.
even the racist, all that shit. They're all. I might not find them funny.
No
but
joke
they're
is
all
too
funny to
racist
somebody.
to be funny, but not every joke is funny.
Every single one.
No.
Every single one.
No.
Yeah.
Some jokes are just
Hey,
stupid.
you know what we call things
There's
that aren't
something
really
funny
jokes?
in
No,
there.
listen. You know what we call jokes
There's
that you just
something.
make up? Inside jokes. Have you ever just been with a group of friends and been like,
Okay.
hey, potato,
Okay.
and everybody just starts laughing? That's something stupid.
But if you're with a
Right?
group of people who
Doesn't
none
matter.
of them
Doesn't
are
matter.
in on that
Doesn't
joke,
matter.
then
Every
that's
joke is
not
funny.
It's not funny. If
Every-
nobody gets it at all,
Doesn't
it's
matter.
not
That's
funny.
not what he said.
Hey, you know what those are? Those are called dad jokes.
He said it's funny to
Yeah.
someone.
Every single joke is funny
Maybe
because
not
somebody
to you,
had
I
to say
but
it.
to someone.
I
Somebody had to
disagree.
say it. That's all I'm saying.
It's like
It's-
saying the following statement is a joke. This is funny. That's not a
No.
joke.
That's exactly.
Just because
Agreed.
you decide it's a joke doesn't make it funny.
What makes art art?
Other people deciding that is in fact art.
No, creativity. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. That's literally it. All you need.
You can,
I'm on
you
James'
can
side
have
on
art
this.
that only
Right?
you
Perfect.
appreciate.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Right?
Don't
you
touch
can
it.
have
Nailed
art that
it.
only you appreciate, and it's still art.
Art is art. That's why people remember when rap came out. Everybody's like, "Oh, this isn't real music." Yeah, it's still music. It's still art. Is
I didn't hear about
anything
rap
that somebody
until
does.
long after it had been out for a very long time.
It's the same thing. Some people like art that's super realistic. Some people like art that's like right in your face, all the details. That's why really good TVs are, high demand. Some people like art that's abstract,
Mm-hmm.
that you just have to stare at for a while. And when you're staring at it, it makes you feel something different.
And then there's modern
You know
art,
what?
which is shit.
No.
But some people
That-
think it's good.
You know what? That's why I like
A pine
that feels
cone.
like
A pine
That's
cone
why I like
among
Aesop Rock.
a white background.
What?
That's why I like Aesop Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Rocky.
like
What?
not ASAP Rocky, Aesop Rock. He's a rapper,
Okay,
but
I was gonna say.
he's really like
Is
a
he
very
white?
vivid storyteller. I think so. He's just a really very
White people.
he takes a really basic story and tells it in just a really interesting way. I'll let you listen to something of his
What is it?
sometime, but
Shout out who?
Aesop Rock.
Check them
If
out.
you're gonna listen to
Which
one
is
song,
not ASAP Rocky.
no.
Because
I would say listen to Kirby. It's about him getting his cat
Is this a
from a lady in the
Caucasian
parking
rapper?
lot. I think he's white. I'm pretty sure.
We need a new
I'm not
white
good
rapper.
at this.
We don't
I'm not
have a
good
lot.
at- He's
And
not.
by we,
I don't
I
think he's
mean
very
you
popular.
guys
Somebody
and
else
the
was
rap
like,
game.
"Here, you should listen to this dude," and I was like, "This is so cool." He's really like you really got to pay attention to him. He's kind of hard to follow because he uses really flowery language. You just have to listen to it.
No, it's good. That's what makes you a good lyricist.
Hey,
He's
speaking
he's a really good lyricist. That's what it is.
of white people,
Oh Jesus!
so did you guys hear about the there's circus tigers that just mauled a trainer to death in southern Italy?
Did they eat him?
Wait,
they did
wait.
not.
A who trainer?
A circus
tiger trainer. Yeah, he was
A tiger trainer.
yeah. So tigers.
Famous
4 tigers have
tiger
mauled
trainer.
their trainer to death during a rehearsal at a circus in southern Italy.
Wait, how many? You said 4 tigers.
We're in the cage.
How many mauled him?
All
well,
of them.
Let me explain this.
Oh,
All right.
sorry.
This is what's
I-
this is what's messed up. I
I'm too
normally wouldn't
intrigued.
do it, but it's the wording in this. All right. One tiger set upon Ettore Weber, 61, on Thursday evening,
61.
and
fucking with
it's in
tigers?
Italy. It's Trigiano.
Oh, I mean,
near
they
Bari.
fucking run with the bulls,
before
right? So
So one attacked him before the other 3 joined in. The very next words they use. They then played with his body in their cage until paramedics and circus staff intervened. He later died from his injuries. They played with his body. That's a fucking rough way to go.
That's the report.
That's
they played
not.
with him.
Yeah, that's not me making
They
it.
played
That's
with him. To
literally
death.
what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucked up.
here's another.
That's like torture
here's another dark joke
by
for you guys.
1,000-pound animals.
Hey, here's another dark joke, and it's the best joke because it's real. Okay, I feel bad for him, but don't feel any remorse. Sorry, you train tigers. Guess what?
You're
Tigers
gonna
gonna
get
get you
eaten by a
one
tiger
day.
someday.
Can't train bears and shit. There's a reason for that. You know why? Because they're bigger than you. Comes all the way
Hey.
full circle
Tell that to-
the
tell
first
that to
episode
Khabib.
Oh,
and
no,
my
no.
bestiality thing.
Don't do it.
Because
You can fuck a tiger then.
if they weigh more than you, then you can fuck with them. But
It is a
eventually,
reoccurring segment
it's gonna fuck you back.
where we argue
Oh,
about
God.
it. That's true.
And so he gets what he gets. I don't feel bad for him at all. I forgot his name. He was 61 already. I hope he had a good life and knew his grandkids.
So I feel like this though.
That's a good way to go out. That's a baller's memorial
that's a
right
tough
there.
way to go out.
He got mangled by a tiger.
baller.
Put that on my gravestone.
Right?
Put that on my fucking gravestone. That's good. No. He got mauled by 4 tigers.
Right.
Dude, it took 4 of
That's a
them
hell of
to
a
take
way
him
to
out.
go.
Put that on my gravestone. But that's what he gets for fucking with tigers, man. It's just not a joke. Fucking tigers.
Dude. But I feel like, okay, so what happened? So those tigers, most likely, were raised in captivity in a circus.
Doesn't
Their
matter.
parents were probably
Does
in a circus.
not
No.
matter.
Okay, fine. Wait. But
It'll matter when the wolves turn into pugs.
no.
That's
So
about
what do you
how
do with
long
those
it'll
tigers?
take to
What do you
matter.
do with those tigers then?
What do you mean?
They
probably
can't
put 'em down.
survive in the wild. I mean, you
Oh,
can't
no.
release them.
No. It says in the article they put them into a preserve. They sent them to like an animal preserve.
But that's the only other thing you can do. I mean, if this is what they're doing, I mean that, and then
Yeah, you gotta let them go be fucking cheetahs.
yeah, but they're probably gonna die in the wild. Most likely, they're gonna have to be hand fed
Well-
every day, or they're gonna have to be fed. at
Or
very
some of them
least.
might join a pride. If even one of them.
Or they're gonna go to
joins a
India and they're
pride.
gonna fucking try to eat people on motorcycles.
That's fine too.
One of the two.
They already know what person
You know what?
tastes like. They
No,
got-
no, you know what? That's fine too, because that's natural selection. The ones that fought people found out what happened. The
You know,
ones that
that's
did,
why.
the
That's
ones
why
that did
California
not survived.
killed. That's why California killed all the grizzlies.
No,
That is.
They
They were
didn't-
attacking people and they killed people and they went, all right, this is not going to fucking happen anymore.
no.
And
There
they went
was
through
there
and
was
they killed them.
hunting season, which is a completely different aspect. But they used hunting season to abuse the forest
Well, they made it
to
an
clear
open
it out.
season. They made-
Because the whole idea was they can't clear the forest out if there's things living there. So they open up hunting season,
What?
and everybody gets to shoot whatever the fuck they
No, that's
want
not what
in
it
the
is.
forest.
That's not
And-
how it goes at
Clear
all.
shit out.
No.
No,
Disagree.
There's limits to everything.
Nope.
You can only shoot so many
There
fucking
is, man.
squirrels.
There is.
Let
Biologists
me give you
go in-
guys the gym
No.
nope.
No, that's not how it goes.
Ladies, nope.
Yes. Biologists
Yes.
go in
There is a limit.
and they go, all right, so this is the size of the population. There's 100,000 deer in this state.
Tell me.
This year, there's going to be 15,000 newborn. So
Hold on.
we need to make sure
I get it. No, I get it. Okay,
that there's
thanks
only
for all of the
capacity
laws,
for this,
Rick.
and then they
Okay.
kill that.
What do they do in the South, Louisiana? Have you heard of boar hunting season?
I'm
oh,
from
wait,
Arkansas.
No, wait.
I'm telling
Do-
you, that's how
no, no,
it
wait.
is.
Do they
There's
have-
a limit to
No, no,
everything.
wait.
do they have a boar hunting season?
Wait,
Or
that's
is it
wild
open
pig.
season on
Hold
those?
on. That's an invasive species.
Remember? Okay,
No,
I'll
that
switch
doesn't
gears.
count.
I'll switch gears.
That's
Okay,
different.
remember up here when there was a big salmon farm and the salmon farm got let loose and it just flooded everywhere with salmon up north, Puget Sound, right?
I actually.
What did they do?
I was.
They
fishing when that
opened-
happened.
They opened up fucking fishing season.
Yep.
You can have as many salmon as you want for this weekend, these weeks, whatever you want. Do whatever you want because there's way too fucking many.
Well,
The
that's
point
how
is,
you
there's
control something like
too many.
Yeah.
For the capacity, for the habitat.
Why the hunting
100%.
season is a good thing, and there's a limit,
Right.
so they don't
Hunting
get
is
hunted
good.
into extinction. Hunting is good.
Poaching is bad.
No.
Hunting
Yes.
is good.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Regulated hunting is good.
Hunting is
Regulated.
particularly good
There-
for the
there you go.
economy.
Put it that
'cause
way,
You're,
Rick. Here we
you're
go.
paying
Centrist-
hand over
centrist
fist to
wreck.
hunt.
Dude, 100%.
Regulated hunting is good. Poaching is bad.
Look,
You're
go to
paying
Illinois.
taxes on your guns and your ammunition and your license just for the ability to hunt for something, not necessarily actually get anything.
No, but
And-
it's
wait,
different
wait,
though.
wait.
Native Americans on the
And
reservation.
all of those things,
Yeah.
all of those purchases, part of the tax, including the hunting license, like 30% of that tax goes back into the State Department for the Wildlife. What is that? What are they called?
Yeah.
Like
The-
the management. Like they actually help pay for the services for those people to go out and to survey.
Yeah.
What is it
I
called?
forget
That's what pays
the
for rangers.
agency's called. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It's
but they actually voted to help pay for that.
and it's a crazy twist though, because I'm more prone to deregulated on guns, but regulated on hunting.
It's already regulated.
Yeah.
It's already
Hunting is
heavily
regulated.
regulated.
Right?
It's not a problem.
It's
But it's-
taxed. It's regulated
They have
It's
certain
simple.
seasons for bow hunting. They have certain seasons for
for
rifles.
guns, for
They
muzzle
have-
loaders.
They have certain seasons for everything.
Okay, so this goes back to your fucking
You can
tiger
only
point.
hunt moose in Alaska during this time to this time, and
Yeah.
at 12 o'clock this time, Period. You cannot you cannot shoot. If you do, that is poaching. They will arrest you and you go to jail.
Yeah.
Period.
And you know why?
No, if
Because
they catch you poaching, they can literally take the vehicle you're driving,
They fuck
any
you
guns
up.
and ammunition
it's
you
a
have
felony.
with you. All of that stuff
Yeah.
is completely forfeit.
Yeah, it's a
So
class.
they can take your truck, your
Yeah.
guns.
If they find it in your
everything.
house,
No, it's
your
a
house
class-
is forfeit.
Yeah, it's a
everything.
class A felony.
Agreed, and it should be.
Which means they can, my bad, they can seize whatever they want.
Well, it depends on where you are, man. If you live on a compound in the middle of nowhere in the Ozark Hills in Arkansas somewhere, you might need that meat any given time of year.
No, that's what I was going to say is, even on their reservation, they don't have regulations, you know, right? On
There are
reservations,
regulations. Not for them.
they're allowed to hunt whatever they want on the land that they have.
Correct.
So they can, if they have a piece of stream, they can hunt whatever they can.
No, you're allowed to fish. It's unlimited for certain areas, and on top of that, in certain places or for certain tribes, you can actually do netting. So you can actually do traditional
you
style
just
stuff,
shaking
and
it
you can
around,
actually get
it's
more.
No.
Yeah, it'll definitely be better for the sound.
I'm glad I'm
trying.
not the one who fucked up first.
Look at this shit.
Oh god, people, it's getting really fucking smoking here. Hey, what's this joint? This joint is still going around. Jesus.
Illuminati is SPP shout joint.
Yeah, still going around. It's got
Still
all of
burning
us.
well.
It's got all of us fucking coughing right now. Rick's too busy whoring himself out to join.
Hey man, I just wanted to find out. So,
Huh.
no judgment, no
Uh-oh.
judgment at all.
That's what people say right before they judge you.
It's right, always. In very
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying he has no
Hey,
idea.
just like I had white
Hey,
people
if
tell me
I
they
just
hate
show
white
you a
people.
random person
Mhm.
online, no judgment. It's
Don't judge me.
be who you are, people. We're proud of you. We want you to be who you are here at the Seattle Smoke Show. Would
Right.
you say he looks straight?
No.
Oh, is this a game we're gonna play? Let's play a new game, guys. We're gonna find a person.
He came
in
out
real
as
life.
gay, Little Nas X,
That's not
and that
not surprising.
this is breaking news for everybody.
Well, these are all...
Hey,
So, the related images that I'm looking at all say either that he posted about his sexuality or things you already knew.
That's just things.
Uh,
I literally typed in Little Nas X in Google and went to
Right.
images.
But it is showing some pretty outlandish outfits. The same one several times. But
So describe one.
I mean,
sky blue with
You
a half cheetah pattern, half floral pattern lapel open.
Hey, that's hot now, bro.
down all the way down
It's
the
hot.
chest
Now,
to the navel,
too
and a
bad.
gold chain underneath it with a cowboy hat on,
okay, so like I
a
said,
white cowboy hat on.
like I said, not surprising that he came out of the closet.
Agreed. Why
Okay.
is everybody like so surprised?
Yeah, that's like. if
mean, be who
Prince
you are,
came
bro.
out of the closet.
No problem.
I get it.
Hey, I will give him credit for this though. What other? I mean, except for maybe Tyler, the creator, but what other?
Oh, Lil Nas
Gay rapper is there?
said he thought he made
It's
it
not rap.
obvious.
That's still country.
He has a rap album.
There's not a lot of rap on the rap.
It says American rapper, bro. When you look him up online.
really.
He actually
That's 'cause
says
you're allowed
he
to be a
thought he
rapper,
made it
whatever you
obvious.
Well, fucking Weird Al Yankovic is a rapper.
American rapper. That's what he's described as.
Yeah, that's the one time I. Will...
He made one country
In
song,
that case,
bro,
I
and you
guess
gotta
Garth
label
Brooks
him.
is a rapper
Hey,
too.
man.
You feel me?
Who is?
Garth Brooks.
Yeah, I'm sure. What's
Have you heard "Ain't Going Down to the Sun Comes
Dude,
Up"?
no.
That's a rap song.
Dude,
right?
that
It's
man
got a country
sells
beat.
out
The Devil Goes Down to
stadiums,
Georgia. That's a rap.
Right?
No, he doesn't play theaters. He plays stadiums.
There's actually a rap version of "The Devil Went Down to Georgia" called "The Devil Came Up to Michigan." It's actually they wind up doing a DJ battle on turntables.
Are you a Garth Brooks shill, bro? Hey, what was
It's not
his,
a Garth Brooks song.
Hey, what was his what was Garth
Definitely.
Brooks' alter ego? Chris something, right?
No
Yes,
clue.
dude.
Garth Brooks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris. He went
Yeah.
through like an emo phase,
Mhm.
That's
and then
from
now he
Wayne's
like
World. That was
completely
it.
says
That's done.
he's not that.
Wayne's World, totally.
Part-time, excellent.
Hey man, shout out Chris Gaines.
Chris Gaines, that's what it was.
Was a one-off fictional rock persona.
Yep. I'll give you some gains. See me in the gym.
Oh my God.
We're all gains over here.
Where you'll be hitting
Big
on the
gains,
girls
no loss.
trying to squat 300.
Oh, if she can squat 300, oh, just do. Oh,
Why
God.
can't you just be normal and
She
either
better be stupid thick.
either
if
do
she
that
squat
stupid
300.
thing that they have on the radio, which is like singles get together and do activities, and
Those are
we'll
all
go and do
fake.
these things. Dude, they're not.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, maybe they're Fire Festival. I don't know. I've never been, to be fair.
Every single one is a Fire Festival.
Dude, they probably are.
Sure, if you want to go to a party with a bunch of fucking 40-year-olds.
Are they?
You never know until you show up.
See, I feel like those kinds of places, they pay women to be there. Or they give them,
that's
like,
called
deals.
prostitution.
It's all free.
That's illegal.
No, it's not.
Oh, wait, that's right.
You're not
that's called
paying them
modeling.
to have
Sorry.
sex. You're just paying them to work.
Sorry, it's different.
That's what clubs do.
Yeah, that's what you do. Whore yourself out.
Only on the weekends. It's not a weekend yet. So I'm not a whore today.
You just whored.
I know, I
watched
didn't.
you whore.
I'm
It's
holding
Friday.
my head up high.
It's Friday.
I
Yeah.
watched.
It's close to the weekend.
I can let my whore chin down.
You know what? It's Friday after a holiday. This is almost everyone's weekend, so
True. This day actually doesn't
seem
count.
a bit whorish.
So, well,
Just a bit.
Well,
Just a bit. A little bit.
oh, God.
Bobby.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ, goddamn.
Look at this ridiculous shit. Look at this concentrate.
Yeah, what is this? Let me see this.
You have to. It's hard.
Gems and Juice. I like that name. Oh, this looks fucking.
Hey, though, we're proud of you, Little Nas X. Be who you are.
Ju-
you
Do
know?
you? Do
Little
you?
Nasi.
Do
Little
you,
Nasi
boo-boo?
X.
I don't agree with your music, but
Oh,
You know,
really?
I don't know
Old Town
anything.
Road was a slap.
I don't know anything
It was a
about your
slap.
music, but be whoever you is.
Okay, look, I was talking to my homie about this earlier. I'll give Old Town Road at least 7.5 slaps. 7.5, almost.
For what genre?
8 slaps. 8 slaps out of 10.
for what genre?
All time, because you only need 3 pieces to every song ever. Okay? 33% is lyrics. Jesus. 33% is the beat, and 33% is the harmony. Boom. Every top song ever in history has been above 8 slaps. Easy.
Good song?
There's
or
a formula.
popular
That's a
song?
formula for
Is
you
that-
guys.
There's
no.
no difference.
Is that a good
Does
song?
not
or
matter.
a popular
Spans
no
across
song?
all
difference.
generations. You go from
100%.
classical,
There's not.
rap,
There is.
whatever you want.
There is.
History is determined by who was popular. You don't hear
That's
on
not true in
classic
today's age.
radio what was the most classic. You hear what was the most popular.
No.
That's not true in today's
no.
age, though.
No, because what we hear from classic is the best of what they had. Because in 50 years, 100 years, they're only going to remember the bangers.
Right.
They're only going
That's
to
what
remember
I'm saying.
the most
What is
fire
super
songs.
popular right now is what they will remember about this time. Not what we think is super good. What is actually super popular. What is the best selling.
Yep.
That's what this time will be remembered for.
Yeah, history is written by the victors.
That's right.
Natural selection at its finest. And that's what I'm talking about, them cheetahs, man. They get released back into the wild? Sure, I'm sorry.
The lion.
Okay, if there's 4 of them, one of them might die.
The tigers.
One of them might die. 2 of them in the middle might join a pride or go solo, and then one on top will lead one and start his own.
tigers.
The one on top will
They're
find a way.
tigers. They don't have
But 1 out of
prides.
4, like I'll
No.
take the odds on 1 out of 4 getting back in. Getting back in.
Not me. They're solitary hunters.
No,
Yes. Tigers don't have pride.
they find mates though.
Yeah.
They don't mate it for
Obviously.
life.
And that's what ultimately matters in natural selection: is did you fuck or not?
Yeah, but that
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
mean they had a
I'm sorry, ladies,
dedicated
if that was too graphic.
relationship.
But did you fuck or not?
I don't know, did you?
I mean, I'm the only one without children, so
Well, that's fair.
so
Hey,
technically no.
I-
but
Who said I- who said-
theoretically, who knows?
who said I have children?
Hey,
I have people that live with me who
I've
are
seen them.
genetically mine,
Yeah.
but in no other way are they mine.
No, I'm pretty sure they're at least 50%.
Only genetically.
They're at least 50% yours.
Monetarily, they're
yeah.
at least 18% yours.
Probably legally closer to 80.
18.5% for at least 18 years.
I do live in a bad state for that.
Is it? Oh, that's true.
Yeah, Washington's one of
That's
the
true.
worst.
No, that's
They're
true.
definitely 18.5% yours.
No, it's like the number one thing Washington goes after is like DUIs, super hard, right? State patrol, and then number 2 thing is fucking child support. The number 2 thing is anybody who fucking dips out on a baby mama who has your genes.
For sure.
That's what they get.
This one dude
That's what they get. I don't feel bad, and that's why we also. That's okay. That's okay because abortions are super cheap.
So on American Ninja Warrior, there was this dude on there. You can show for them too. But
How much
He-
money are you getting paid, David? Fuck.
he came up and he was talking
I'm not
about he was
seeing
a
any of
single
that.
father and this was his son because right after the mother had the baby, she said, "Peace the fuck out," and disappeared. And I went, Damn, I mean, I guess that does happen sometimes, but
Damn.
But that's the way it went down for him. Right after the baby was born, she said, "Peace out," and he went, "Well, I guess I'm a single dad."
Damn,
And
that happens.
Been raising the kid. The kid was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like 7 or 8 years old or something on the sideline.
Yeah. That's what happens, man.
Dad was running an Ninja Warrior course. I think he was one of the first ones to finish in the qualifiers that he was doing. I think he did really well.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's crazy is if I think of
That was probably scripted.
yeah,
Almost certainly.
if I think of my friends, there's always one person, right? One of your friends, single parent, probably a dad, maybe one couple, right? Then you got a bunch of people, single parent, it was a mom, okay? And then you got both parents. Whether both parents is good or bad, still both parents,
Yeah.
right?
Well, definitely. Yeah. You at least have the support for that. Like, it's a lot harder to leave your kids to go run into a store to get 2 things if it's just you. You can't do that.
But
I mean, you got to take them. So if you have 2 kids, you got to take them out. You got to do all that. And you got to grab milk and butter. You fucking forgot milk and butter when you went there fucking earlier in the day. And then you got to take them in, and they want fucking cookies, and they want this and that, and that thing looks shiny.
It's so
So you raise your
gotta
kids
buy
so
it.
you can say, "Shut the fuck up," and
They gotta get
they'll
older
shut
for
the
that.
fuck up.
Yeah,
That is one
If they're
way.
old enough to understand what you're saying, they're old enough to shut the fuck up.
That's true.
That is one way. I
You
mean,
just
I'm
scream,
not
"Shut the
gonna
fuck up!"
disagree.
If
I
you
mean,
get
there
some
are
burst, David.
You
David
don't
just
have
right
to
out the
scream.
womb.
We all have
He's crying
different
when he comes
styles.
out. Shut the fuck up.
We all have different styles, you know. Some people like to put them
That's
in
an SNL
closets and
skit
keep
right
them.
there.
I mean, some people, like to tell them to shut the fuck up in the middle of a store.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm not.
Just telling
no
baby
judgment.
shut the
We all
fuck up
have-
is David
We all have
Strauss.
good things and bad things. No big deal.
God.
Are you saving up money for your kid's psychology or for his therapy bills now?
Oh, yeah. No, the
Is it
therapy's
therapy bills or college?
No, trust
No,
me.
what
Trust
we're
me. The
hoping-
therapy's going to be worth more than the college.
I agree.
No, actually, what we're hoping is that he gets a scholarship so that he can make enough money he can pay for his own therapy. Because we sure in fuck.
Oh god, that's true. That's good. That's a good old fashioned 80s, 90s way of raising your kid.
Dude, have you guys ever?
I graduated high school in '98.
Yeah.
I'm a child in the '90s.
Perfect.
Have you ever been stung by a bee? You did?
Never in my life.
Really?
Ever.
Have you really
Yes,
ever?
Of course I have.
No, well, some people haven't actually.
They're weird.
Agreed.
Yes, I've
Have
been
you?
stung by
Bees
a lot
are
of
weird,
bees.
or bee
Have you ever been stung by a bee?
Yes.
Okay, so I've never had this happen before. I've been stung a couple of times,
Spun?
but stung.
Oh,
Whoa,
yeah.
wait, we changed subjects? Hold on, I misunderstood the first question.
Boom, roasted.
Do you not know my slang lingo? It's, raising the Serengeti.
What happened,
And
Rick?
it's- I'm
What
still,
happened,
I'm
Rick?
still
What happened?
adjusting
You were in
to
a singularity
American
and you got
society.
stung by a bee. What happened?
Dude, it was amazing.
It was amazing?
No, so I went to
Oh.
this park,
Your
right?
face
And we're
swelled.
walking around. I'm showing someone.
Rick almost died.
Like,
Did you
look at
almost die?
there's this beehive right here, and we're walking by.
How's that an
And-
exhibit? See? That's why I
There's
don't...
no exhibit. It's the other part. It's in this other part.
If they show you, here's the beehive. That's an exhibit.
No, I was showing someone. I had
Okay.
seen it before when we had been there.
You were
And
exhibiting.
then I was showing someone else. I was like, "Oh, you guys, look, we should like walk because there's a beehive." But look, cool. It's cool.
What do you mean?
But there's a beehive.
Looking at a
That's
beehive
a-
is
that's
not
a-
seem
on the-
cool.
it's along
That's
the
a
trail.
weird way to describe a road. Like, oh, there's a road here.
Okay.
There's a
okay.
beehive here. We
So
can go
there's a-
through it though.
There's a trail.
I'm gonna be like, no, fuck you, Rick.
No, it's like half a quarter of a mile like track just around this. Like it's just a wooded area, and off in this area there's just a beehive.
Just
on
a
this
beehive.
One random tree as you're walking around the thing,
Mm.
and so we're just walking by, and I pointed out, and something flies into my beard, and I'm like,
This
what
is
the fuck
this is
that?
back when
And I-
Rick was Big Beard Rick.
No, it was like 3 days ago.
Oh,
Like seriously, it just happened. And
In
so I
the
grabbed it.
Serengeti.
I didn't think anything
Yeah.
was flying there.
No,
It was a
serious.
little
It just landed, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And so I like grab it and I pull it out, and as I look up to see it, it like ching, 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 it, like stings me 3 times, and I like fucking drop it, and I like step on it, like motherfucker, and kill it, and then I like walk
You
away.
really just stomped off the ground, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I have
No,
neighbors.
no, I'm just saying. No, he was enthusiastic about that stomp.
I'm just
After.
telling you.
Yeah,
Enthusiastic.
you were mad at that bee, weren't you?
Dude, I was. It
Yeah,
fucking
you
hurt.
were.
I was like, "Ah,
He's a
fuck."
fucking.
I was like, it's fine, like no big deal. To my kids right there, so I don't want to. I'm not freaking out. I'm like, how? And I'm like walking by, so it's like it's stinging pain, right? It's kind of like a jab.
Yeah, that's
And
what
I'm
bee
like,
stings.
wow, that kind of fucking sucks. And I'm like squeezing it just to like push it out, and all of a sudden it just stops. No pain, nothing. I don't even swell. Nothing.
You're not human.
What
No,
does that-
this morning
what does
I
that
wake
mean?
up.
Yeah,
This morning I wake up and I was washing my hands and it fucking started stinging again,
Mm.
like just the same amount, like stabbing pain, and my
Yep.
fucking finger swelled up.
Yep, blew up.
But it was 15 hours later.
Yeah.
I mean, it like happened. No big deal. Didn't hurt. Didn't swell. No big deal. And then I washed my hand and just like bumped against it. And
those
it, like,
are those old
I think it was
school-
like caught in my skin or something. And then it like punctured through or something.
Shout
But,
out!
dude,
I'm gonna
weird.
play back. Shout out to Natural Selection again. This is my favorite shout out. Shout out to Natural Selection. That's your Spaniard in you.
Dude, it might be. I
'Cause
must got that thick skin, dude. I don't know.
No, it's not Spaniard. They've been out in the fields doing shit. So you're stung by bees all the time.
That's
You're
fair.
used to it.
That's fair.
Swell
Dude,
up
I
a
don't
lip,
know, man.
Swell up a lip.
No, but
Move
that
on.
was what was weird.
Some people
is
get
it-
fucked up. Some people get fucked up. They get big ass bumps and
Dude,
shit. Some
I
people
got-
get hives
I got
and
stung by
shit.
ground hornets in my ankle, and my ankle blew up.
Yeah, but
like,
then
it was
goes
super
but
big.
if-
Ground
But
hornets
if it does that,
But
it goes
like-
right back down.
It like just didn't. I don't think. I think it just went through the skin, and then like as I was squeezing it, it popped out a little bit. So it wasn't actually fully embedded in my skin, like the poison or whatever. And then later
No,
that day,
that's
like,
how you're supposed to
pushed it
squeeze
in
it
there.
out because the stinger gets stuck in your flesh.
it didn't actually. There was no stinger. He didn't get to it. It didn't pop out. Basically, he just kind of like was trying to sting and then couldn't break through, but it like punctured a little bit.
Yeah, that means a puncture.
No, I know, but it didn't like actually stab through, if that makes sense. Like, and then his stinger came out. But
no, but if you swole
literally,
up, if you
literally
swole
12,
up,
15 hours
definitely-
later, that's when it swelled and blew up.
Yeah, it
and
went
started
through.
hurting.
That was the that was.
Weird.
that
I've
was-
never had that. Have you ever had that happen before?
Yeah.
Where
No, I
it
mean,
didn't immediately swell up or
No.
hurt or
no,
anything?
no,
No,
it-
I always
yeah.
have a reaction to any kind of sting.
Yeah,
Like
immediately.
poison ivy, stinging
Yeah.
nettles.
Okay, no,
anything
no,
that bites or
mosquitoes.
stings.
No, mosquitoes. I
Mosquitoes
won't
don't bite
feel.
me.
No, I won't feel them, and then I'll wake up in the morning,
No.
or like it feels like.
That's why I
12,
think he's the
16 hours
Antichrist, by the
later,
way.
And I'm like, fuck, my knee itches, or you know what I'm saying, like my elbow, you know, back of my neck
mosquitoes
itches,
won't.
right? And you're like, what the fuck? I like look down, fucking
Washington
mosquito bite.
mosquitoes.
I wear shorts a lot too in the summer.
Dude, my grandma used to live in a fifth wheel on a golf course.
Dude,
Yeah, I know, right?
dude.
God,
On a fifth wheeler on a
Dude.
golf
I got
course
big lungs.
in Moses Point.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, we used to go there for the summers for a couple weeks and hang out. And one time, like right before we were going back to my parents' house, we wanted to sleep under the stars just because it was we were like 10 or 11. You know what I mean? We just thought it would be cool. And so we're like, all right, well, it's gonna be a nice day. And so me and my brother are outside and we're sleeping just on the ground, no big deal. And like I don't know, 1 o'clock, all of a sudden. Dude, it was just like 100 mosquitoes were just biting me. I was like, what the fuck? And like,
Yeah.
you like went in and we tried to like get into the actual sleeping bag. There's still mosquitoes in there biting us.
Yeah.
The next day, we were covered
Yeah.
in mosquito bites,
Yeah.
like head to toe,
Yeah.
hundreds of mosquito
That's just the
bites.
wrong place to camp.
Dude,
That
it
happened
fucking
the first time I went to Salt Lake City.
Did my
The
grandparents
first time I
lock
went
us
to Salt
out?
Lake City.
We had
fucking
been coming back in and
Yeah.
out too much, and they couldn't sleep.
did that same shit, bro.
Dude,
Mosquitoes
sucks.
were just eating everybody alive.
Mosquitoes in Arkansas are different. They're big. They fucking hurt when they bite.
Yeah.
And
You ever been bitten by a horsefly?
oh yeah.
That shit
And
sucks.
them motherfuckers are hard. Sometimes they take a couple shots to kill.
Yeah,
They're
because it's real
mean.
grip. That's
Yeah.
the difference between like a bee
And they're pretty
and a
big.
wasp.
They're big. Yeah,
But
they bite
shockingly-
hard and fast.
No,
Like,
it's the difference between a bee
they
and a wasp.
hurt.
A
Or-
bee and a
and-
wasp.
When
Yeah.
I get
Or,
bit by
no, it's not a wasp,
horseflies,
it's a hornet.
They'll
if you're on a
Hornets-
boat,
those stingers
one's a
lay 'em
stinger,
out.
the other one's the mouth. The
a
grip.
bee. No, a bee pops out like the stinger. It's a one shot kill
But
basically.
for fucking hornets, they grip your shit.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
they
the
can
mouth.
keep stinging.
wasps.
Same thing with
also.
horseflies.
There's a lot of wasps.
Horseflies, it's the fucking
Horseflies bite.
Yeah, they bite.
Yeah, that
It's
shit
not a
sucks.
stinger.
I've only ever had that happen on the like when I'm like
Oh my
hiking
god,
or
poison
camping or
podcast.
something.
Jesus.
Horseflies get you most when you're on a boat on a lake,
that might be what it is.
On a boat on a lake.
I believe you this
or
one time.
like walking around a lake, something like that. But actually, in the water is where you're most likely to get them.
Okay, so I got something new for you guys. Okay,
I disagree.
I got something new for you guys.
Do we have something to smoke?
It's not new for everybody.
We have another joystick.
Yeah, if he's got something else to smoke.
I gotta piss.
Oh my god, Rick.
Just keep going. Just keep going. We're gonna smoke that.
All right, well, fuck it.
Funky Homo sapien.
Yeah, you dirty, dirty bastard. All right, what do you got, David?
One more joystick. It's the indica blend of all those different things. One that looks just like a cigarette with a filter on it.
Oh yeah, all these cigarette joints.
That's what we got.
They're not cigarettes. They are joints. They just look like cigarettes and they smoke like cigarettes.
They
I've
really
never
do.
had a cigarette, but there's Spider-Man's girlfriend in there. That should be a weed name. That would be my
Strawberry Frost.
no. That would be my my weed name is Spider-Man's girlfriend.
I like it.
That's why has nobody made that yet? Hey, tell that fucking who are the guys that had the wife shit?
Fat Panda.
Fat Panda. Yeah. Tell Fat Panda, man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's girlfriend.
Spider-Man's. Yeah.
Oh fuck! We're just gonna smoke this joint. This is a interlude.
Interlude.
Rick, if you're listening to this,
A
feel free to cut it or leave it. If our billions are listening to this after that,
It's awesome.
billions of potential listeners are listening to this after that. Welcome to the Rick and James. I'm sorry, David and James show.
Now Rick rolled out.
What did I do?
He
Nothing.
rolled out.
Nothing. That's the
That's
problem.
what Ricks do.
Roll out.
No, they
Speaking
just
of
roll.
Ricks,
Not ludicrous.
speaking of Ricks, my favorite Rick is about to come back on TV
Is it
for
Morty?
next season.
Does he have a Morty as a sidekick?
Yes.
It's my favorite Rick too.
Mhm.
You mean Rick Astley?
No,
Yeah. Is that who? Oh.
I love that interview.
I forgot their. I don't even know their last name. What's their last name?
I hope no one.
They don't think they said their last name, right? Do they have a last name?
It might be Astley.
No, it's not.
Only if they roll.
But sometimes they do.
Okay. So I gotta.
God, I hope
He's a white
someone
guy,
catches
thinks.
that.
I gotta hate it or live it for you guys.
All right, I want to hear it.
Are you ready for this?
I'm bracing myself.
Okay. One of my big things to do as a guy, living a solo life is cook for myself. Okay. I make a lot of things. I like to add my own flair to it. All that blah 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 blah. I'll make pizza every once in a while. Okay.
I like pizza.
Okay.
I like making pizza.
And there's a ridiculous amount of controversy over people having pineapple on pizza. Are you fucking serious?
It's a Seattle staple. We're known for it.
I feel like people say that.
Unpopular opinion,
Wow.
but I know it is. I happen to love a pineapple and Canadian bacon pizza with black olives.
That's the original pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
Pineapple on pizza dish. But
Pineapple, Canadian bacon, and black olives. That's exactly how
ooh,
that
black
is not
olives. That's a
my
twist.
very favorite pizza, but I like that pizza.
Yeah, the olives is an added twist, and it's funny you said that because
That's-
all of those flavors come together differently, and that's the whole point of pineapple on pizza.
You gotta have the right combination with it.
And it's one of those things where like a scotch or whatever, right? Some people just don't like hard A. You could feed them a 40-year-old scotch and they won't like it because they just don't like hard A. But if you're not into trying the flavors of that dish, then you're not going to understand what flavors are going on, right? The people who don't like pineapple on pizza will buy dollar pizzas on the fucking street. And sometimes those are the best pizzas because they're fresh. But those are also
New York
people.
could be.
But some of those people are also people who will buy dollar slices from gas stations.
See, look, if you
7-Elevens.
get
Mm.
just pineapple on cheese,
Totino.
that's not
so
a
you
good
could be a pizza lover
If you
and not
get-
really understand pizza.
If you get a supreme pizza and add pineapple, you're not adding to the flavor. That's a different creature. That's a different kind of pizza.
That's true. That's true. If you get like a
Like-
meat pizza and then try and add pineapple, it's,
It's
not
not
going to
the
be great.
same thing.
You have to have.
You
I
gotta
don't know.
right-
That could be
the
nice.
right mixture
That could
of
be a
flavor.
nice,
Exactly.
nice offset.
And that's the whole point. Is pineapple has
Sweet.
a real flavor that changes the pizza.
Agreed. It
That's
does.
all that it has to do. It's an ingredient.
So I love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're 3 out of 3.
I
Pineapple on
guess.
pizza. Let's
All
go.
right.
We're already hated by everybody.
Everybody
Oh,
hates
let's
us.
go.
We just talked ourselves
I'm
into
pumped.
pineapple.
No, okay. So this is
Nine Gag is going to hate me.
No, this is a 1-0 for me because my goal is to get everybody unanimous.
I'm loving it.
Hate it or love it. Either way.
Either way.
I'm gonna pick one. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just gonna.
It's a good idea.
I was like, oh yeah, I know because I crushed it. What else? What else would you put on a pizza? Because I would never put anchovies on pizza.
Supposedly
I don't
salty.
prefer
I
them.
don't.
They
I
are.
don't like it.
I've
Hey,
had anchovies
for the
on
same
pizza
reason-
and it wasn't bad, but I don't prefer it.
For the same reason you don't put pickles on pizza.
I don't-
Pickles are good, not
I've
just
never
on
actually
pizza.
had pickles on pizza.
No, it's not. I can eat anything. You just have to fucking prepare it right easily.
It's weird that no kind of pickles, there's so many different kinds, but none of them sound good to me on pizza. That's weird.
Yeah.
Honestly, because there's so many different, like from bread
Yeah.
and butter to sweet pickles to dill pickles.
Hey,
like,
that's the same
garlic
reason,
pickles.
Yeah, that's why they only put black olives in pizza too.
No, they put green olives too.
You might get lucky and come to a fucking pizzeria with some green olives.
Nah, I bet
Some real Italian
Papa
place
Murphy
with some fucking.
got some green olives right now.
For real? Do that? I don't know.
bet.
I don't know. That's like trying to guess how many fucking toppings they got at a Subway or something. I don't know.
Outro.
All right.
Is that what
So,
we're gonna end on pizza?
Outro.
Is that it? Is that what we're gonna end?
Outro. Outro.
Oh God.
Outro.
Are we doing an outro? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Outro.
Oh God, that is good. No, that's classic. Okay, send us.
Outro.
If you made it this far, you better be fucking following us on Instagram.
Serious.
God damn it.
SCA Smoke Show.
For real.
Twitter.
And that
Smoke
was an
Seattle.
outro.
All right. I'm drinking these beers. We're getting lit.
Are you gonna do a beat?
I don't know what the fuck you're doing
On
when you
top
listen
of
to this
the outro?
podcast, but we're getting lit. Do what you gotta do, dude.
Do a
what you
little
gotta-
outro music.
Do what you gotta fucking do it. Pull the trigger. Do it. Fucking do it, dog. I dare you.
No, we'll just read the ad.
Okay.
Don't make James do it.
Do it.
You do a beat.
Fucking do it.
Alright, hit it, David.
Huh?
Hit it.
Have you...
No.
What?
A beat.
A beat. Go get the bongos. We'll play a beat.
Ooh. Give me a pen.
How
I'll
much
make
of
a
this
beat
am I
right now.
gonna
Give me a pen.
leave in?
I'll make a beat right now.
What?
How much of this am I leaving in?
Oh, none of it.
No, probably.
Alright.
You want me to make a
I
beat?
just want to make sure
I'm
that
feeling...
I'll make a pen beat.
just do a beat really quick. This is a podcast comedy network.
What?
That's what
Yeah,
it's called.
Rick's like, I can't even remember my lines.
So you do that. And
This
then
is
I'll
our...
say,
No,
or
that's
no,
your
I'll do
thing.
that. You say the Seattle Smoke Show.
No, I just love you guys. All our listeners. All of our
Just say
billions.
Seattle Smoke. This has been the Seattle Smoke Show. I'll say mine, and then you say yours.
This has been, this is a podcast network podcast.
No.
This is
What?
the Seattle Smoke Show. I love you, and I'm happy you're here.
Just do a real beat for a second, and I'll throw it in front of it.
That's good. That's all you need. See that? That was heartfelt. That was genuine.
Heartfelt.
So, ladies, if
Right.
I approach you at the gym like that, I'm not going to say I love you, but just know it's genuine.
Just do a beat really quick.
Yeah.
It's weird to hear an echo back. It's hard
Yeah.
to keep the beat.
All right, well, here we go.